Pleasure of introducing Mia and Steve. They're from Maine. Last year, after what happened after the disaster in Japan, Mia took it upon herself to organize a walk from Portland?
Actually from Rockland, where we live.
From Rockland, Maine, down to Boston to let people know, because not only were people in Japan not getting all the information, what was going on, but we here in the U.S. were getting even less. And so by having that conversation with communities, we were learning more about how the people in Fukushima area was living. And so I'd like to introduce Mia and Steve, give us their views. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Tim. Again, I want to thank everyone for coming. I'm not a polished speaker, and I don't have 11 years experience doing walks like this. Actually, it was not until the earthquake on March 11th that we were sort of motivated, or Mie was especially motivated, being from Fukushima Prefecture, to start to get involved. Although there was some prior history, Mie and I did get to meet a group of peace walkers that came through Rockland about a year and a half earlier than that. And so that was part of what Mie remembered when she decided one day that she had to do this walk that we did last fall. So we did the walk last fall, and with the help of Jun-san from the Grafton Peace Pagoda. Anyway, we're here now, remembering what happened, and Mie can relate more about what it was like and what it is like to live in Fukushima after the disaster. She does have a couple of things to advertise. One is her new fundraising website called Send Spirulina to Fukushima. It's got a sort of complex web address, which I won't read here, but it's Send Spirulina to Fukushima.
Could you actually spell it out?
You can pass it around.
Right. Spirulina is S-P-I-R-U-L-I-N-A. So it's Send Spirulina to Fukushima, which is F-U-K-U-S-H-I-M-A. Apparently, this is one of the supplements that has been found to help alleviate radiation contamination from the body. It is available in Japan, but it costs money, and she wanted to do something that helped people actually be able to obtain it. Another thing that we would like to mention is that in Tokyo, since last September, there have been a group of women camping out outside the Ministry of Trade and Industry in Japan. I'll just describe it. They're from Fukushima, and they're trying to send a message to the Ministry of Trade and Industry about the problem. And of course, nuclear power is trying to make a resurgence in Japan. It's a big issue there. Engaging in such a long thing, of course, takes morale, and she's thinking that an event like this, and the other events that are happening in the U.S., are important to the morale of people that are trying to do something in Japan, because Japan really doesn't have a great tradition of activism. And for both people that are sticking their necks out and for people who aren't, seeing things happen can be important. So she would like to make some videos on her cell phone of people can write. She has a sketchbook that people could write messages that they could show and say something, maybe after the main part of this event. And the sketchbooks are on the table there. If anyone wanted to pick up one, or pick up one of the marker pens, if they have something they thought they would like to write to share a message with with people in Japan. Anyway, I'd like to let Mie have a few words. She can speak more personally and from the heart about these things. So it's your turn to speak.
Thank you.
If you want to try to raise your voice a little bit too.
Okay. Steve, mostly told, this is I prepared this is a notebook. After this forum meeting, I'd like to ask people, if it is okay, please write a message to the Fukushima's people. Your voice, like encouragement, or what do you think now about Fukushima, what's happening, and any word, please, I'd like to ask you to write on this notebook, then I will take a picture, then I'd like to send them on the website. That is one of the ideas. And also, and I'd like to say thank you so much. As one of Japanese, I'd like to say thank you so much for invitation, this peace walk, and thinking about the Japanese people, Fukushima's people, and also I like this peace walk's purpose. One is for Japanese people and Fukushima's people thinking of us, and also another purpose is this American country's nuclear power plant situation and helping each other. I heard there is 104 nuclear power plants in America. It's many plants. So, but America is a very big country. It's hard to know who are suffering for radiation contamination. So we had better to know, find out each people and who's suffering, who are mostly who are sick for the contamination, and the unit take a hand and on helping and supporting, and then maybe we can make a big unit against the nuclear industry or some kind of sort of things. So that is I really like this purpose this time. Find out me here and sharing. I'm very agree with, and I'm so happy to join this walk. Thank you so much. Steve already told about the picture. We brought this picture. It's I collect from the internet and newspaper.
Right.
Mostly. Thank you. This is very small. So after the later, please come and look at this picture. And after the Fukushima Daiichi explosion and what happened in Japan, mostly in Fukushima last year, so you will see and know how much people suffering still now, and they just also don't have a chance to speak out their voice to the out.
Right. It's difficult to speak up.
So, yes, and
From bucket to the side, carry on.
Right. You can write that down.
yeah. So this is also for me it's a chance to tell them people is suffering. The Japanese government give a few information to the people, so they don't know. They feel fear. What should I do? Because this information, they don't know how to protect themselves from the radiation contamination. So, what food, what drink, which place, they don't know. Just living there. And then also government doesn't support their evacuation, so they just stay there until coming support. Many people don't have money so much after disaster. They are using a lot of money, and also even if the people evacuation, they don't know when they can come return their homeland, just waiting. So far their money in the bank just gone, and they don't know the future. Very few fear their future. This is people's now, and people's now. I made a website, made a page in the Facebook. The title is Fukushima Justice.
Another website.
Facebook. It's just yesterday?
Just in the last couple of days.
Yeah.
Called Fukushima Justice.
I feel like recently I reading or hear the news from Fukushima, I feel something, it's unfair. Very unhappy news. I hear many unhappy news from Fukushima. Why? I think
Well, you think that the Japanese government should be doing more than it's doing.
yes.
Yeah.
We have a right to live
Yeah, freedom of speech is the right, best exercise, but
yeah.
people need to know that they have that right.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
And then the law, true law is must be under the justice and control, the government controlled by kind of law. We can tell or correct them. Or we have a right to correct the government.
Right.
Right?
That's well put.
So kind of site page I made, so that this is for aiming Fukushima's people can write down on the page. Mostly they I have one of the member of mailing list. It's a Kodomo Fukushima organization. This is mostly they join Fukushima's people. They can write their opinion or what happened now. So I can very directly know what happened now in Fukushima. So I hear several news. High school student boy, my son died suddenly, heart attack.
You hear news of that sort.
From
Yes.
mailing list. It is certain news, and from that I hear my friend or from my friend. Not only one information. Okay, yeah, yes, I also hear my friend's son, high school boy. He's all the time, summertime, and worked active in the sports club, a high school sports club. Then he suddenly died for heart attack. Or he is a bicycle, walking school. Then next day, when the mother entered his room, he died. He dead. So kind of things happen. My son or my children have breathing or very, very bad looks like very sick, continuing more than 1 month. It's more not only one article,
Not just one case, but
One
you hear
case, yeah.
many stories like
yes,
this.
yes, many, through mailing list or other website. So I like to, that they are very afraid to. If I speak out, some that people have maybe something for be
Be labeled as
Labeled, yes,
radical activists.
So they can just shut the mouth, but they want to tell someone open or without Japan. So
Outside of Japan.
outside of Japan. So then I made that page. So please, after, if you are interested in it, remember, sometime please check that page. Maybe you can see their voice there. And please make sure is it right or correct. And I'm very asked for you, please come to Fukushima, if possible, and sit and talk and ask them, what happened? What do you feel? I'm really asked, can you have interest in them? That's what I want to tell you and purpose to join this one of the purpose. Sorry, long speech. Maybe later, please ask me more. Thank you so much.